So in today's video, me and Lewis are down Darrow farm fishery. It's quite a small lake with a lot of islands and features to fish to, and we're here for 48 hours. Hopefully we can get some fish.
In this session we've got two swims. We've got the lay-by swim and the M25 swim. We just flipped a coin and I've ended up in the lay-by swim and Luke has ended up in the M25. Both swims look amazing, so I don't think there's much between the two, and we've got 48 hours ahead of us, and yeah, let's see what happens.
So just as I was moving my gear into this peg from Lewis's peg, as I used his barrow, a fish boshed out right in the channel near the island, and I'm just going to quickly get this rod out. I'll go through the tactics a bit later on in the session, as I'm buzzing to get this rod out as quickly as possible. Perfect.
Luke has just seen a fish crash out right near his spot, so he was really quick and got his first rod straight out on the money. But me, on the other hand, I'm going to take a bit more time and have a little lead about, for one reason, just to find out how far it is to the spots, so I can get clipped up, so I know the distance on the wrap sticks, so if I get a fish I can quickly get the rod back out. And the other thing is to just find out the depth and what the substrate on the bottom is like, just so I know if I'm fishing in gravel, weed or silt, and then I can choose the correct rig to fish on that substrate. So I'm just going to flick this lead out and see what it's like down there. It's just clean gravel. I was reeling the lead back and it was really clean gravel, and then as you can see the lead's just pulled into a little bit of weed, so I've clipped it up to where it's pulled into the weed, so I know where to fish, so I can go beyond the weed and I know I'm on the gravel. Right, so just getting my second rod out. This is the right hand rod. I leaded earlier and I found a spot at about 9 wraps, just fishing off the edge of this island. So I've clipped up my fishing rod to 9 wraps as well. I'm just going to get this one out, and hopefully we'll be in a good chance of a fish. Really solid drop.
So I'm just going to flick this one out sort of just beyond the point. It's a really firm gravel area. Most of the leading I've done, I've just found lots of gravel, but this area looks quite promising. I've had no action on the rod which I put near the channel over there, but hopefully we can get something on this one. So I'm just going to flick this one out. Perfect. Proper firm drop. It's quite shallow there though, so we'll have to see what that's like. So I'm just going to put this one out to a nice clear gravel area that I found earlier with the marker rod. It's just 6 wraps out.
Alright, so it's the next day now and the night passed completely uneventful, but The sun's out again and we're in the shallower side of the lake, so it's still looking good for a bite. It's still promising. And again, this is our first time on this lake, so we weren't expecting too many things to happen. But like I said, it's still looking promising. So hopefully today we'll be in a better chance of catching a fish. Now we're sort of a bit more familiar with where our spots are and things like that. In this session, I've been casting out this combi rig. This is a rig I've used for quite a few years, done me so many fish, and I have so much confidence in it. The idea of this rig is to have a stiff boom section and then a supple braided section. This is just so the rig will kick out if you get done by a fish, but then you've got the supple end with the braid, which just allows the hook to be sucked into the carp's mouth much easier than if it was just a solid boom running all the way through. Then coming down to the hook bait presentation end, I've just got it on a small slip D style, just so the rig can blow back, allowing the hook to come out in a claw-like manner. Then you've got a small bottom bait just tipped off of a little yellow one, creating a snowman style, just so it's critically balanced.
So I'm just going to stick this one out sort of in the open, and hopefully we can get a fish. It's a really nice firm spot. Seen a few fish sort of show in and out the area. Quite a big one lumped out in Lewis's swim. So things are looking promising for him, and things are looking quite promising for me over in the bay area over there. So I'm just going to get this one out. So literally, just me and Lewis were cooking our food, the alarm absolutely teared off. Oh. Didn't think we were going to get one this session, but hopefully we get one.
Sorry if there's a bit of wind noise using the shotgun mic, but yeah, it's brilliant to get a bite.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been really hard going this last sort of 36 hours, and to finally get a bite is just amazing. So just got to hope he can land it now.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh fuck. So as you just saw, lost that fish, absolutely gutted. Spent so long trying to get that bite, and then got the bite and lost it. But these things happen in fishing. Hopefully we can get another go. So all three rods are now set for the night. Feeling quite confident. Whilst I did lose that fish and I'm quite disappointed by it, I think I've dealt with it quite well by getting the rod back out and not letting that ruin the session. So hopefully we get another chance tonight and we'll see with a fish. So me and Lewis put a lot of effort in all session just trying to get a bite, and when I finally got a bite it was about 36 hours into the session, so just before the last night, and I lost that fish. I didn't actually look too sad in the video, but after the camera stopped rolling I was actually quite sad about this, as I did lose another big fish, as you saw in the last video, the summer recap down our club lake. I lost quite a big fish there as well, and things just haven't been great lately with fishing, but we're going to come back and hopefully we can get a fish next time. Me and Lewis have already planned our next session back, and next time we'll be catching a fish. We're going to make sure.
So like Luke said, throughout that entire session we put so much effort in. We made sure the entire time we were fishing, we found our spots, we didn't put too much bait out, as we knew the people before us had put some bait out, so we were fishing over their bait, we were using good rigs, we were doing everything we could, but yeah, just as it goes, like, can't always catch one, and that's what makes you come back again. We've already got our next session booked up for more towards the summer, so hopefully the weather being a bit warmer we'll be able to get on some fish and show one for the cameras.